So welcome back to the channel. Today I just wanted to do a very quick video because everybody probably already knows about this, and there have been rumors for months, for years actually, since 2017. Those rumors have been out. The Switch Pro is coming this year. I'm going to get into that in a little bit more, but before we do begin, this is Royal Realm. My name is Elroy. Thank you so much for joining me. If it's your first time, there is a button down the bottom. It is red at the moment. Make it gray, please. That would be great if you did that. Otherwise, just so you're aware, we do talk about Nintendo related stuff and other gaming related things here on this channel. So without further ado, basically, because this is actually getting me really excited. It's been since basically 2017. Look, I just want to let's go through what's been happening. 2017, we were expecting a Zelda themed Pro. Well, we weren't expecting it. I personally was expecting a Zelda themed Pro. Zelda themed Switch, sorry, because I knew that at some point Nintendo was going to release a Zelda themed console for their console. That's just how it works. And then for years we didn't get it. Link's Awakening came out. I was expecting a Zelda themed Switch. Then nothing. Now we have Zelda's 35th anniversary. We have no Zelda Switch theme. We have no, aside from the Joy-Cons that are coming out in July, by the way, we have no actual Zelda styled Switch. Now we know that they have got a Mario Switch, that red and blue one that was released earlier this year. If you haven't got that and you wanted it, definitely go out and pick it up. Otherwise, there is no Zelda Switch. There is a Mario one, which tells me, and that was for the 35th anniversary of Mario, which tells me that they're going to release a Zelda themed Switch. Now, we have got some news that is from a very viable source, a Bloomberg report, basically, and the person that wrote this article called the Switch Lite before that came out, which means that you can take this with pretty much not just a grain of salt, okay? There's pretty much confirmation that the Switch Pro is a thing and it is coming out this year, so get excited for that. It's gonna be epic. Now, I have not been a Zelda fan for my entire life, like a lot of people, and a lot of people who are probably going to watch this, hopefully, if you do watch this, you've been Zelda fans for ages. Now we get the Switch Pro. I can't offer you too much new information, but here is what I do know from the Bloomberg report about the Switch Pro, which is epic. Now, at the moment, we have got a 6.2-inch screen on the Switch, the Switch at the moment, and the Switch Lite, I believe, is a smaller one, 5-point-something inches. That's a very tiny screen. Now, just for reference, this is the Wii U gamepad. The Wii U gamepad has the same size screen as the base Switch, so that is pretty much what you're working with on a Switch at the moment, and that is 6.2-inch screen there for you. So what's going to happen is the Switch Pro is going to have a 7-inch screen. That's apparently what's been recorded, 7-inch, and not only that, it's going to have OLED. That's going to be the way to get better graphical presentation. And a lot of people are going to say, hey, but is it going to be upscale? It's going to be going from 720p to 1080p outside of handheld, and I can tell you now it doesn't seem like it's going to. But let's be completely honest here and say that even if it did go up to 1080p, right, on a small screen like this, you're not really going to notice too much of that 1080p. It's not going to be have a massive effect. Now, the screen, when it does dock and connects to your TV, will be able to go up to 4K if it's obviously a 4K TV, which tells me that it's going to look a lot better in docked mode. Now, whether or not you only play in handheld mode or you want to play in dock, or whichever way you play primarily, we can all agree this is going to be an incredible thing. The Switch Pro is coming, and here is the best part, by the way. I was thinking maybe we'd have to wait till the end of next year, you know, in the same vein that we had to wait for 3D World Plus and obviously the Mario Switch. That's not going to happen because obviously those were released earlier this year, which is the end of the 35th anniversary for Mario. This report, the Bloomberg report, is basically suggesting that we're going to get a Switch Pro sometime later this year, which tells me one thing, and this is my prediction, by the way. One thing is this. I feel like we're going to get Breath of the Wild 2 news, and we're going to get a whole big Zelda event, a direct, guaranteed. We're going to get Breath of the Wild 2 news a lot sooner than we were thinking, which is going to be epic, by the way. I just started playing Breath of the Wild on the Wii U, not on the Switch. I don't have a Switch just yet, and it is an incredible game. It is remarkable, and it sucks out so much time. It's insane. But saying that, we're going to be getting, I can guarantee, okay, take this with a grain of salt, but I pretty much guarantee that we're going to get a Zelda Direct sometime in the next few months. After the whole Mario stuff wraps up, they only gave us, what, Skyward Sword HD in that last Direct. Do you really think that is all they're going to talk about? Because I highly, highly doubt it. Now, with that, that means that we're probably going to get more information about Breath of the Wild 2, and with a Switch Pro coming out, I can pretty well guarantee, and this is, again, grain of salt, everybody, pretty well guarantee a Zelda-themed Switch Pro, which is what I've been waiting for ages. Not only a Zelda-themed Switch, but a Pro that is going to be absolutely incredible. If you have not got a Switch, this is the time to wait. I'm not going to say that you should definitely, unless you just want to get a Switch now, and maybe you're someone who likes to sell your console and just get the upgraded version. And if that's you, that's awesome. Go for your life. It's epic. I have no problems with doing that. I'm the kind of person personally that would prefer to just buy one console, and I attach myself to that console, and I love it for ages. It's the reason I don't have a PS4 Pro, and I still have my base system PS4, which I bought on launch day for that console, and that's the reason I don't move up like that. So I've been waiting for a Zelda themed Switch because I wasn't going to buy a Switch until that came out for ages. This could be the year, ladies and gentlemen, that you're going to get not only a Zelda themed Switch, which is going to be epic, and we also know that we're getting those Joy-Cons that are coming out with Skyward Sword HD, so that's one thing. Now we're looking at also getting a Switch Pro. This is an epic time to be a Switch fan. I'm just going to say, if you have not got a Switch and you're thinking about whether or not you should wait, this report is basically saying that it's going to come out later this year. So if you're thinking, I might wait for a Switch Pro, I would suggest you do, unless you're one of those people who just wants to buy it and move on and just play a Switch. That's awesome too. It's the reason pretty much that I bought a Wii U was Breath of the Wild was such an incredible game, and I couldn't play it on a Switch that I didn't have, but I do have the game on Switch because, I like to collect for that system beforehand, just so that when it does come out, it's going to be epic. I will talk about that again in a later video, but at the moment, what we do know, and let's just recap this whole thing, what we know is it's going to have an OLED screen plus 4K docking if you have a 4K compatible TV, which is epic. It's also going to have a 7-inch screen as opposed to the 6.2-inch screen at the moment. Unfortunately, for those of you who wanted 1080p in handheld, it's going to have 720p, and there is a reason for that, a very good reason, by the way. It doesn't suck up as much battery to use more power when you're going from the 720 to 1080p. Obviously, that may also mean an improvement in battery life, which could be epic as well. It's because the way I see it is, if they're going to improve everything and they're not going to improve battery life, it's a redundant sort of thing. So this could be epic. We could be getting a longer lasting Switch in handheld mode. We could be getting, and again, all of this is speculation, but pretty much was called before when this guy called the Switch Lite. So we could be getting a lot of awesome stuff coming this year. Just be, it is epic. It's gonna be amazing. Zelda 35, Breath of the Wild 2, Switch Pro. I'm telling you, all of that is coming this year. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have not already, consider hitting the subscribe button, consider hitting the like button. If you did enjoy this video, my name is Elroy. This is the Royal Realm. Thank you so much for being a part of this channel and for tuning in and for sticking around to the very end of the video. Like I said, I don't want to waste your time. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.